So we found our way outside, so come along with me and we're gonna go down. We're gonna check this freeze-proof water tank to make sure that it is not leaking. It actually froze up. I've been having to chop ice every day for the cows to drink. So we'll grab a chopper and we'll chop some ice while we're out there to give them an opportunity to get a little drink of water. Little shelter we made. We'll check on it and see if there's any activity, if anything's using that. So come along with me and we'll go take us a hike. Let's go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that little calf, he climbs inside of that hay ring pretty much every day. He gets inside there. He's got it figured out. He can get out. Actually, I think there's 2 of them in there. Silly little things. They get in there to bed up on that warm hay, so it don't really hurt nothing. There goes my neighbor. He's out feeding cows today too. So this freeze-proof tank doesn't do a very good job of staying unfrozen. You can see that ball is froze solid. There is no busting it loose. Top's froze down. As it warms up here in a day or 2, we'll have to come down here and check it to make sure that valve didn't freeze solid and cause a water line burst. So we'll come and check that, but let's go chop some ice, get a little hole opened up for these cows to get a fresh drink of water. You can see the depth of that snow. It's pretty deep. It's been on the ground for a little over a week now. And before this, we had about 3 or 4 inches that was on the ground as well. It melted before this one come in, but yeah, cows don't seem to mind. So we got it chopped open. That water, it's all muddy once I chop it, but actually underneath it there, that water's flowing. There's a little bit of a current in it, so it will clear up here in a second, and then to give them an opportunity to drink. We'll come back this evening and we'll do the same thing. So make sure everybody has a chance to drink, and then with any luck, this cold snap's gonna break and things to thaw out, and then we won't have to do this every day 2 times a day. So anyways, that's the process on that. Let's go up here and see what we can find. See all the birds out there utilizing all the seed heads that we left. That's why we leave it grow. See how close we can get. Calling all you bird experts, no pun intended. What kind of bird is this? This right here is a good example of why we keep these fence rows kind of brushy and I don't spray them out or mow them out. For this reason right here. You can see all these little seeds on the ground in here, and you can see them all in there. See them? Still some up on these plants as well. And these birds are in here eating the seed heads. You can see all the little bird tracks and the little rodent tracks all through here that are picking around, eating all these seeds. You know, it's a natural bird feeder, so it's what birds are supposed to eat whenever it gets snowy out. You can see the ground itself, there's not a lot of opportunity inside of here for anything else as far as being able to rummage around and find stuff. So leaving these taller taller weeds intact benefits wildlife in many different ways. Let's go in here, look at all the tracks in here. Let's see what we can find. So I know these are a couple different kinds of tracks. In the snow sometimes it's kind of hard to tell because it's not a real defined print. But from what I can tell, it looks to me like that's probably a possum track or maybe a raccoon. Most likely a possum, the way it's shaped. Let's see around here. This right here is a set of rabbit tracks. So these rabbit tracks are going here, heading up to our little house. You can see them all around there. So there looks like they are using our structure that we made. So we won't go over there. We don't want to disturb them. But it does look to me as though our rabbit house project was a success. So that's good because rabbits are in kind of short supply anymore. Let's see what else we can find. This area around the pond has been really active. You can tell all the different tracks get out of the shadow there. We got rabbit tracks and looks like bird tracks, mice and rodent tracks. Got to be careful walking on this. Even though it's cold, whenever there gets to be ice and snow on top of a pond, it can be -9 like it has been, but you can still have pretty rotten ice. So we want to be careful because that snow puts an insulating layer on the top of it. So, and that right there verifies rabbit tracks. You can see the little pellet in there right there. That is rabbit droppings. Whenever there's ice on the pond in the winter, I always block this little pasture off because of this reason right here. You can see this pond is all froze over, but anywhere where there's a little bit of snow on the ice, it's got potential for that ice to be soft or rotten. So this right here, I was walking along the edge and get back down on it here. And you can see, I just walking along and I fell through. You can see that ice on the edge is soft. You just fall right through it. See that? All down this edge, I'm falling into water right there. And as I said, anywhere out on this ice where it's got snow on it, you've got the potential for it to be like that. I weigh about 180 pounds and a cow weighs in the neighborhood of 1,000 to 1,200 pounds, and those little hooves, all that weight's in a small concentrated area, and they can fall through the ice, get stuck out there, and then you got a really bad day, not just for the cow but also for you trying to get it out. So something to think about if you're ever on ice, and also reason why we don't let our cows get on this time of year. So thank you to everybody that joined us today. And as always, you know, all these little projects add up. It doesn't take a whole lot if you got a little spot where you can leave some taller weeds in place so the birds have some natural feed. This is the time of year where it really matters. Feeds just fell through the pond again. This time of year where it really matters because the natural food is hard to find. Those birds and wildlife, they have a lot higher demand on them. It takes more energy whenever it's cold to keep warm. So that's why it matters. So all these projects, even if it's just a backyard bird feeder, that's great. If you got a apartment patio or maybe a lot or a little piece of land, all this stuff adds up. So thank you for joining us, and we will catch you on the next time. See you then. Bye.